Hey y'all, it is April the 20th, 2019, and y'all, real quick, because I just woke up maybe 20 minutes ago, and I gotta get to a Dave Ramsey class. It's required by my work, but they pay me overtime. And Dave Ramsey really helps me out, I've been saving that money, which is what Dave Ramsey, that's what he's about. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm looking forward to that class. But I was inspired to make this video real briefly. Perhaps I'll make another video down the line. Maybe I won't have to. All right. But I wanted to make a video in regards to Alex Jones. A video I put out yesterday. And, also there's comment feed, a couple different comment feeds on videos that were put out yesterday, not by me, in regards to Alex Jones. The reason that I wanted to make this video is because I was extremely entertained. Alright, and I appreciate it thoroughly. As far as the comments that were left about Alex Jones, I'll leave y'all some links, but I don't want to describe the comments or go into too much detail because I don't remember too good. I just woke up. Alright, but I wanted to go into it because, like the video had mentioned before this, I wanted to talk real briefly with 100% hoaxers and stuff like this. Much respect to everybody out there, especially the man, Anaconda Malt Liquor. And the thing is, I like his style, and also, he's very respectful. He shows me respect, I show him respect. We're gonna disagree on stuff. We're human beings, so that's awesome, right? I really appreciate all that. But what I noticed from the comments and previous comments on other videos and comment feeds on other people's videos that I've seen before, and the recent Anaconda Malt Liquor, especially on those video comment feeds, what I noticed, and I keep noticing, is just bizarre behavior, to be honest. I get the impression, I've seen it before, I get the impression that, some people, they dive into what's called the truth community. It's not really a community of people. It's like a herd of cats, all right? And I think that everybody can agree it's very hard to herd a large group of cats, all right? They have a mind of their own, all right? But, alright, so I noticed that it's very bizarre stuff, because when people try to dive down with the rabbit holes, if you will, that we discuss, they start to exhibit some sort of behavior that I'm not familiar with, alright? To kind of describe it, it's almost as though people take individuals, right, such as an Alex Jones, and they make those individuals into their daddies, right? And it sounds funny, but I'm dead serious. Like, they'll take Alex Jones and they'll make him into their daddy, right? For however extended period of time, and they'll find Alex Jones, and then they'll listen to him just to no end. Like, they'll perhaps watch every show, maybe they'll watch every minute, and they'll take all the information that Alex Jones gives, and they'll just put it as gospel in their mind for whatever extended period of time. And then there comes a point when they find perhaps some inaccuracies in what Alex Jones has said, any one of us, like for example, if we were to talk 5 days out of the week for 3, 4 hours at a time, we're gonna say some inaccuracies. The reason is because we're not like Jesus Christ, right? We're not all-knowing people. So, of course, Alex Jones, by that line of reasoning, he's gonna say some things that are inaccurate. Right? It's impossible not to. So when there's people out there who they made Alex Jones their daddy, and when he says maybe some inaccurate things, they're just heartbroken, is what it seems. They get so heartbroken. I'll give an example, like a recent one that I haven't really talked about. It hasn't been necessary. It's like Owen Benjamin, right? He took Alex Jones as being his daddy. Then Alex Jones said, "Hey, dude, I can't have you talking endlessly about Jews on the podcast simply because I'm being targeted for that very thing. You need to stop doing that." And then Owen Benjamin went nuts, like. Not to say like, oh, Owen Benjamin, he's ridiculous. I'm just saying Owen Benjamin got really, really upset, all right, as though his daddy just disappointed him, all right. And that actually has happened to Owen Benjamin over a number of grown men, all right, that I've seen. And after a while, I just got tired of it. Like, he's like, Jordan Peterson, I love Jordan Peterson. He's my daddy. And then Jordan Peterson let him down. And then so he went nuts. He's like, Joe Rogan's my hero and he's my daddy. And when Joe Rogan let him down, he went nuts, right? And then he got on the Alex Jones bandwagon, and he's like, oh, I hate Joe Rogan and stuff like that. And he got on Alex Jones bandwagon. And he was like, oh, Alex Jones my daddy. And then like I said, got disappointed. All right. I'm unfamiliar with all this stuff, all right, because literally Alex Jones included, and everybody else. I've never taken anyone as my daddy. I actually have a dad, and he's kind of off base on a lot of stuff too. But he's my actual dad, my biological one. All right, and I give him respect for that. Nobody else is my daddy. All right, and like I said, every one of the people who I get information from, they're gonna be inaccurate from time to time because they're not Jesus, right? Or they're not some omnipresent God. So I don't expect them to be, right? However, what I do gotta explain is, from all the comments that I've seen, I've taken them in, and I've seen over the years hundreds, probably thousands. What the comments do is they just reinforce my belief that Alex Jones is going in the right direction. Unfortunately, because you know what I'm saying. You could judge people by their quote enemies, if you will, and the fact is people don't hardly make good points, right? I mean, it is one thing if you're to say Alex Jones, he's inaccurate, and I think he gets all frazzled and stuff like that, and he's just not a good authority to go to and stuff. If that was the argument, I'd be like, okay, well, we agree to disagree. But typically the argument is Alex Jones is Bill Hicks, and I know it. Or like Alex Jones, he cohorts with some Jewish people, and I know it. That's the thing about it. Jewish people, every last Jewish person could be trying to run game on me, but that's not been my experience, right? And they'll be like, Alex Jones sells snake oil and stuff like that. And real briefly, I assume everybody knows what snake oil is. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, of course, nobody sells snake oil these days. Literally, it's just kind of a metaphor. But when Owen Benjamin was going all nuts over his former daddy, he did accuse Alex Jones of literally selling snake oil. All right, not metaphorically. Thing is, Alex Jones doesn't. You can go to the InfoWars store. There is no snake oil, literally. I mean, I get the metaphor, but even that's just a little bit too extreme. You could say, like, for example, I tried some of those protein bars and they weren't the best. I thought they didn't taste so good. And I would take that as legitimate. Yeah, okay, all right. You didn't like the protein bars, or like I tried his energy drinks and it didn't give me no energy. And I can understand that. That's completely understandable. But to turn around and say, oh, this is snake oil, it doesn't make any sense. All right. And so, it's these kind of comments that, not only just the comments, but like I said, I've been an avid Alex Jones listener. And when I say that, I don't mean to say he's my daddy, because I listen to dozens and dozens of people at a time. And none of them agree with each other completely, all right? But however, they're all respectful, for the most part. And a lot of people I listen to talk to all sort of other people who I listen to. It's a big connection of people. It's a network, all right? What I gotta explain about Alex Jones, although he might not be 100% correct all the time, is that he has just an unending group of guests, of people who had different perspectives, who don't necessarily agree with him on everything, and he has them on his show, like on a daily basis. I'm talking about hundreds of people at the end of the day. I don't know about thousands, but hundreds of people like I said, very intelligent people who we're not going to agree on everything, but they're very intelligent, and he has them on their show. He does big things. And people could deny it and say, oh, he doesn't run $1 million organization and have hundreds of different people on his show every day. He'll, saying, just to give you different perspectives. People could deny it. All right, but I see it with my own eyes. Right. That's the thing. So, like I said, it's only kind of pushing me more towards Alex Jones, and I gotta say, unabashedly, yeah, I'm going on that InfoWars thing. Whether or not they take me or anything like that, it's really no problem. I want to be associated with InfoWars, right? Because, like I said, as far as looking at different news organizations around the nation, around the world, I don't know of a better one than InfoWars, right? And if someone could point me out to a better one, because the thing is, I'll probably recognize whoever you point me out to. But if you could point me out to a better organization, right, more accurate, more on point, please do so, that I've never heard of or something. Please tell me about it, because I would like to know about it. All right, and that being said, I want to finish up this video because I don't have a whole bunch of time. But we're going to touch upon this more later. As far as 100% hoaxers, because typically it is these 100% hoaxers, much respect out there, who maybe will take Alex Jones on as a daddy. They'll get disappointed, you know what I'm saying, and then they'll just turn on him, and everything will start to come out. Alex Jones will now be Bill Hicks, even though that should sound fantastical to anybody. No, he's not this complete other person. All right. Thing is about 100% hoaxers, and the reason why I stand so steadfast in my perspective is I know that wild things happen. All right. See, what's being implied by a lot of these 100% hoaxers is that wild things never happen on Earth. All right. That's what's being implied. That newscasters and all this, they make it up, and it's some elaborate ruse to get us all riled up. But although newscasters in general, especially watching that television, are gonna lie to you, and they're gonna manipulate the truth, and they're when you're talking about these news reporters, they're as dumb as a box of rocks. They're just reading teleprompters. They don't know any better. This is true. But however, sometimes they're actually talking about real events that have happened, all right? And wild stuff does happen on Earth, all right? The thing is, I can tell you that personally from experience. living in San Antonio, being born and raised in San Antonio, Bexar County, it could be a wild place. All right. There's also the wild things that we haven't even discussed. Like, it happen on a daily basis in San Antonio. Wild, gruesome things happen. Sometimes nightmarish things happen. I've seen things. I've heard about things that haven't made it onto the news and things like that. So it's like I can't be 100% hoaxer because I know these wild things happen. Right? And although some things are 100% hoaxes, and that's true, I say I totally agree with people. I'm on that. I can understand that. And some things, what I got to explain, are kind of made up. Sometimes people take real events and they'll manipulate the story a little bit, so they're not 100% hoaxes. They're actually like maybe 70, 80%, 50, 60% hoaxes, depending on the situation. Although those things do exist, I got to stress, wild things do happen on Earth, right? And that being said, I can't take a whole mess of time trying to defend Alex Jones. I don't think he needs me to defend him, all right? And I got much respect to everybody out there. Like I said, you can believe whatever you want to believe. You come to my channel, you be respectful to me, then we're going to be aces. It's not even going to be a problem, all right? But we're going to have to agree to disagree. I appreciate y'all. It's April the 20th, 2019.